Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. You guys know I've been doing politics since 2017. So why are you surprised now? I must be hitting a nerve. I've been covering Epstein for 2 years. And so again, stop tagging me or linking other videos underneath my comment sections, whether it's under videos of my own or my personal community wall post, because they get deleted and I'm not interested. And I wouldn't want you doing it to other channels, so stop doing it to mine. Okay, let's talk about Jeffrey Epstein. I've talked about him in multiple videos, but we're going to talk about him, just him himself. And let's get into this dark channeling session that I had with Jeffrey Epstein. Ooh, what a dark soul he is. Half human, half demonic, if you want my opinion. No, Dark Rose. Epstein's not dead. I need to tell you something. He's alive. Oh, really? Yes, he's alive. He's alive, and he's most likely in some type of dark organization. You could say occult. It's very, very cryptic, and we'll never be able to find him. That's how cryptic it is. And you can bet your ass Mr. Gates is helping support that technology. But he's not the only one. There's people that are more advanced than Bill Gates, soon to be lose property man. That guy. Eventually he's going to lose everything. But this dark organization is unseen. It's private. It's non-public. And you'll never see it. At least not for a while. For a long while. I also get that Jeffrey Epstein is under the influence. You could say, oh, drugs, alcohol, something to keep him in check, to keep him in control, and to know where he is at all times. But I'd say no, he has a chip placed. He has a chip inside his body that tracks everything he does. It also boosts his living and his health and his libido, which he doesn't need. I was also getting that there's DNA experimental things going on behind the scenes regarding Epstein, and don't be surprised if he's been cloned. In fact, he's been cloned. You know that. Why should that shock you? Look at everything else that's going on around the world. Cloning shouldn't shock you guys. So for now, I don't feel an actual literal death. When I first looked into this a few months ago, I thought it was possible. True story, I did. Possibly the low vibrational energy that Jeffrey Epstein can give off, and he can purposely give off that low vibrational energy so readers, people who are looking to find him through remote viewing, spirituality, he knows how to lower that frequency, so it makes it hard to tell if he's dead or alive, or if he's just halfway hanging on. I call it modern science. I was also being shown that Jeffrey Epstein had a body double. Has a body double. Or it's possible that he was in that facility on camera just as a front. You could say brief evidence in prison, but most likely he was never even in prison, and that was his body double. You're going to probably say that sounds crazy too. It's not so far-fetched, guys. I do believe that Jeffrey is connected still into the United States, but he doesn't live necessarily in the United States. He moves place to place. Of course, like I said, he's chipped, so he's not going far. He doesn't need to. He's high up. He doesn't need to go too far. He has a lot of authority over certain territories around the world, too. and some of the United States is part of it. Now, what have I been telling you guys about the swamp, the deep state? I've been talking about the deep state for a long time. That's nothing new. I have said for a long time that the deep state is dark. Who do you think is running and doing all these things and all this protest in Minnesota? And it will be California next. Who do you think puts these governments together? You think Trump made MAGA? Come on, guys. Just thinking I'm crazy. Oh, maybe I am. Hell, I'll admit it. Sometimes I am. Just a little crazy. But a lot of what I say comes to light too, doesn't it? So because of the authority that Epstein still holds as a elite, a powerful elite, it also goes to show how other elites, leaders, have tried to overthrow and have overthrown other leaders equal to them. And what do you think they used as a weapon? They used the Epstein files, didn't they? Because the Epstein files, guys, they were never supposed to be exposed. Nobody was supposed to talk about the Epstein files, but they did. Because a circumstance, I do believe, occurred. And again, certain elites, powerful figures, tried to throw other powerful figures under the table, and it was successful, and it pissed someone off. It really pissed somebody off who was thrown under the table. Politically, probably connected to the swamp. And this is where the exposure came from, I do believe, allegedly. What I'm speaking on is not factual. And for those who still hold power in the EU, the story is still unfolding over there in the EU. We saw what happened with Lord Mappelson. And I predicted that in 2025. So the story in the EU countries are just now unfolding. There'll be more to come out, and then a closure. Now, I want you to think about something. I'm just kind of skipping around here. Who do you think came up with the idea of Bitcoin? Who do you think has a hand or a partial creation to Bitcoin? Jeffrey Epstein. Who do you think has a hand in BlackRock? Jeffrey Epstein. Allegedly. And Epstein wasn't alone when it came to Bitcoin. He just created the idea while part of the world, one world, helped him pull it through and brought it to light. And now you guys talk about Trump. Oh, Trump's involved. Who do you think wanted the Epstein files released with good faith? Trump. Trump did. And he's not going to lose his position or power of any kind because of these Epstein files. He might lose money down the line over some other things, but as far as Jeffrey Epstein goes, he's not losing power over Jeffrey. No. And as things intensify and Trump feels cornered at some point, oh, he's got a massive load of files he's going to release. It'll be the third batch. And when he releases the third batch of files, it'll be the biggest news in the history, our American history. Oh, it's all going to come out then. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Oh, I can't wait for the other ones to come out. And that might be when some of these big elites in the EU fall. It's like peeling away the layers, you know? Because those documents that he releases are going to be very powerful. And again, he's going to release them when he feels cornered to do so. But it's coming. I don't think it's going to happen really in 2026. I wouldn't be surprised, maybe 2027. Possibly. The end of this year, first part of 2027. We'll see. Another thing that's going to come out in those files, and this might come out before the actual big dump. So we could have some more small dumps of information regarding to the Epstein situation, but the big dump is going to be significant. But that's not going to happen yet. But these small dumps, we're going to learn of Slavic children and women who were sold through the Epstein deal. African children and women sold. I don't know. He's a monster. A powerful one. But eventually everybody dark falls. But eventually all the darkness falls. So perhaps he's speeding up his timeline because he knows his end is coming too. But he wants to watch everybody else fall first.